Hello everybody and welcome back to Survival Trucking. This is where we follow the working day of Derek and we see where he gets to in Europe. We get to see all of his deliveries. So I have actually got a long-term goal now, and that is to, succeed and make loads of money. I don't know if we're going to be looking to get a company, but certainly a really nice lorry. That's the long-term goal. As for the short-term goal, well, Scotland. That is where I'm aiming for. I want to get to Scotland. At the moment, we're in Dusseldorf, and I think the only job which we actually really have that stands out is the used car batteries to Lille in France, just here. The others are good, and we actually do have one to Chelmsford in the United Kingdom, but I would prefer to do another drop from Lille to the UK. Hopefully there is one. So we're going to go for this. It's still a very good price. £18.67p per mile. It's in a Mercedes Actros low roof sleeper, 435 horsepower. So let's get that started. Here we are. Okay, so it is raining, which is a bit unfortunate. Let's get the engine started up. We'll take a look at the outside. Yeah, it's alright. It's not the most exciting load ever, but it will do. Also some lights, otherwise we're going to get a fine probably. And I have been reading everybody's comments from the past two videos, and one of them which seems to crop up quite a bit is the usage of hazard warning lights in a yard. So I will do. I'll use the hazard warning lights. Okay, so we're ready to go. Fairly basic lorry, but it's fine. In some ways basic can be nice. Less to go wrong, I suppose. I think the hazard warning lights are more for backing up to a bay, but yeah, we'll just have them on in here anyway. And yes, because we don't have the sat-nav, I've obviously got the heads-up display sat-nav. There we go. Yeah, we'll put the wipers on. It's not too busy here. Fairly quiet. So I'm hoping it's going to be a good drive. Don't know how busy the main road is going to be just around the corner. There's probably some people saying now that this would have been a good opportunity to drive without the sat-nav, since it doesn't have one integrated, but I'm going to do that in the UK because I would never be able to do it in this part of Europe. I'm not familiar with it enough. I'm much more familiar with the UK. Ooh, the brakes of this lorry feel very different to the other two. Or three. How many have I driven? Quite a few. Yeah, these ones seem quite spongy. I'll have to get used to them. Anyway, yeah, as long as the rain doesn't come down any heavier, should be a nice day. Overall. Just got to keep an eye on the speed. Don't want to be speeding through here. There always seems to be quite a high police presence as well, so the chance of getting caught for your infringement are fairly high. Or is it 100%? I don't know. Did they ever let you off? I don't think they seem to. It always feels like if I ever go just a bit over the speed limit, I do get a fine for it. The same for driving without headlights. If you're in a part of Europe which requires headlights during the day. Or during the dark weather. I think in this game you do get a fine if you're driving in the rain with no headlights, even if it's like midday. Not totally sure, but it is always wise to drive with lights on if it's very dark, regardless of the time. Yep, this lorry does seem to handle differently to the others. I don't know why. It does feel strange, but I'll get used to it. Probably when I get to the depot and it's time to change lorries. Alright then, so we're coming off straight away. Okay, a bollard in the road. I'm guessing that was a random event. I think our load is 17 tons. As you'll probably know, Batteries do tend to be very heavy. You can tell it's quite heavy from driving this. And that is something that this simulator, or this game, whatever you want to call it, has certainly got right. You can always tell how heavy it is by the rate of acceleration, the speed of acceleration. You can actually feel it working hard to get the speed up. Right, so 50 miles per hour is the speed limit here. Always very conscious of my speed. We'll get it set on cruise control. Although we are coming off in just a second. Yeah, so I'm really hoping that when we get to Lille, we'll be able to get another job to the United Kingdom and then continue our journey. Oh, look at that. You do have to watch the AI. I want to go across. That'll do. I think this first section is going to be fairly similar to the end of the previous video. So I'll probably be time-lapsing this piece. I'm going to put the wipers on a bit faster. And then, yeah, we'll be doing real-time driving from Lille to the United Kingdom and beyond. But I really don't know how far we're going to get today. Because my goal, as I said, is to get to Scotland, but we're never going to do that in one day. Maybe if we can get to London, or somewhere level with London. But because we don't own our own lorry, we do have to complete the journey. We don't want to be just stopping halfway through. Come on, let me out, please. Reluctantly. Very reluctantly. So yeah, let's continue. We seem to have a situation here. I think there's been a crash. Bit of an accident. Although, we seem to have... well, I don't know why it was just sat there with its hazards on. Come on. I think my parking brake was on. Yeah, okay. What do we have? Oh no. We have a diversion. Well, we're going to have to rely on the sat-nav here. What is actually happening? They've just closed the road. Okay. Sounds like fun. I'll go this way. And this is the exact reason why I can't be going without the sat-nav at the moment. But I'm going to do it in the UK. In an area that I'm more familiar with. It would be good fun, but I'll still get the wrong turn. I'll still go the wrong way, definitely. It's just, for this game, I'm so used to relying on the sat-nav that I'm just gonna, mess it up. Okay, right, let's continue. Seems like a quiet road at least. Yeah, it looked like it was just shut for nothing. There must have been some reason. But as I said, this is just a very similar journey to the end of the previous vlog, or previous video, where I was doing the time lapse. So I think we'll just continue. We still have another 110 miles left to go, and then from there we will hopefully get a really good job. That is the plan. The trained-eyed among us will have noticed that I did take the wrong turn. Well, actually, I didn't take the wrong turn. I just didn't bother to turn. We'll blame Derek for that. So it doubled my remaining distance from 50 to 100 miles. So this has taken much longer than it should have done. And that was when I was using the sat-nav. So, yeah, I think I should have been more zoomed in. Busy here. Luckily, I am in the right lane. Or the left lane, I should say. The correct lane. Yes, I wouldn't want to be trying to get into that one. But we're here. And I think, yeah, time-lapsing that journey was the best thing to do. I just haven't really got on well with this lorry. It's been tricky to drive. Not very responsive. I think it was a Volvo. That was the best one to drive so far. Did enjoy that. It's also very low, so I can't really see the traffic lights very well. There should be some traffic lights in front of us, but in this game they don't put them there. Now I've got to wait for the traffic. Which may take some time. Right, I shouldn't really be going through, but we can't wait all day. Not the greatest excuse ever. Hopefully I can make up for this with the reversing. Get some more experience points. I don't think we're running late, so that's good. And I think we might get experience points for the distance that we drive. I'm sure they shouldn't have turned then. So we might have got some more experience points for going wrong. Possibly. Okay, here we are. It did seem like a difficult drive. Only 40 experience points. Oh, almost messing it up. Almost crashing into the neighbouring trailer. Yeah, it's not been a good drive so far. Hopefully the next one will be better. Come on, get into reverse. There we go. Good. Well, I'm pleased that's over. Let's see how we did. Still excellent. Distance driven 328. Not too sure what it should have been, but probably 270 or something. And yeah, we actually did collect a decent amount of money and a decent amount of experience points. So that is good. That made up for it. Okay, so where can we go to next? Hopefully somewhere which is... oh dear. Yeah, so I was going to say somewhere en route. Well, we'll go to Brussels then. With Chimney Systems in a Scania. Not a big job, but yeah, I don't want to go to any of these places really. Not because they're not nice places, I'm sure they're lovely, but it's just the wrong place for us. Well, here we are in the Scania, and we have the privilege of having an integrated sat-nav, meaning we can get rid of the current one. There we go. Right, so I think after all that, I didn't even use the hazard warning lights in the yard. Yeah, it seems stressful, I don't know why. It seemed like a very tough drive. Still, hopefully this one's better, even though it's only 75 miles. It's one of those really tight exits. Gotta be careful pulling out of here. Luckily, it's a quiet road. Don't know if the same can be said about the road, or the main road running through here. Oh, good. Yep, looking quite busy. The traffic density setting is good, and I think it's very realistic. It's just when you're playing it like this in a simulator, it just feels a bit much at times, even though it's actually quite accurate. It's all systems go. Yeah, if you're wondering why I overtake the people on the slip road, it's because they just sit there all day, even if there's no traffic. Well, they do go eventually, but yeah, it wouldn't seem right to just sit there. So we have 60 miles left to go. I think we're not stopping here, I think we just drive through. At this stage, it's looking unlikely that we're even going to get back to the UK, but I want to set that as a goal. I really need to get back to the UK. Because then next time, if we would start from the south of England, we should definitely get to Scotland. Shouldn't be that tricky. It's going to just depend on having the right job in the right place. But progress is good. Derek now has £20,837, which I think in 3 days, that's pretty good going. We're not using loans, so when it comes to buying our own lorry, it has to be just our savings, what we've got. But I think it's about £100,000. That's what we'll need. I've had sort of a mixed reaction to using mod lorries. Some people have said, oh, definitely don't use mod lorries, just stick with the older style base game lorries. And then some people have said, oh yeah, definitely, it'd be interesting to use some mod lorries. I don't really know. I just can't make up my mind. I think I should be coming off here. This is the same sort of situation I was in before. No, don't go up there. Up here? No? Down here? Yeah, I need to zoom in. I can't. How do you zoom in for that one? I don't know. Okay. Luckily I have taken the correct route. But yeah, it's a tricky one. When all the junctions are so close together. Very, very tricky to figure it out. There's a car racing up on the inside. Outside. There we go. Good. That was a pointless manoeuvre. Pushing in front. So already, only 36 miles left to go. This is just to move us around. I'm hoping I can get past this lorry before I need to switch lanes again. Seems to be going very slowly. Easily. Yeah, so I think the times when I've been time-lapsing have been just right, but let me know your opinion. Do you think I should time-lapse more or less? I think my current policy, which is to time-lapse when it's just an open road with not many places of interest on them, that's good. I think that is the best time to be time-lapsing. And then when we're in a really pretty area, really like rural countryside for example, or somewhere with landmarks, or I don't know, maybe in a city centre, they're the times when we should play in real time. I believe we're coming off here, but not quite that soon. Is it quite that soon? Yeah, quite that soon. Okay. Yes, I'm starting to not follow the sat-nav correctly. Just wondering how you zoom in on the integrated sat-nav. Anyway, not to worry. Oh, this is tight. Going back on ourselves. We actually have. We're going back in the opposite direction. Kind of. So here we are. Brussels. Got a bit of traffic to work through, but don't think it's too bad. Ah, red lights. And we're off. There's one of these on the right hand side. Transinet? Yeah, Transinet. Iveco truck dealer discovered. It's interesting. I don't think we're going to be going with an Iveco, but it really depends what there is available and what we can afford. More importantly, what we can afford. Okay, which way should we do this? We'll go this way. Put some hazard warning lights on before I forget. There we go. And hopefully it's better than the previous one. Although it's not a great starting position. Let's pull forward. Straighten it up a bit. Now we do have a concrete wall on our right hand side. It's a ramp. Right, well it's not perfect, but it's in. I do like to make them perfect. But I think we will just take it at that. There we go, because we do need to crack on. So that's not going to be bringing in too much, but yeah, 1800 and 211 experience points. Okay, so where can we go to now? We're getting through these jobs. Yes, we're in Brussels, London, perfect, and it's the best price as well. Vinegar. Which lorry? Mercedes. New Actros Gigaspace. 510 horsepower. There's no alternative. Let's go for it. Okay. Okay, that's weird. You can't see this, but my steering wheel in real life is aligned and my truck steering wheel is off center. That's gonna get annoying. I'll try and load it. Same thing again. Right. Well, I'll have to go with it. It's unfortunate. So that is our trailer today. It's again just a fairly simple curtain sider, but we do once again have a sat-nav, which will be useful. I think it's just aligned itself. Good. That's really weird. Very pleased about that. What a quiet place. Yep, it's aligned itself. That is a mystery. Let's get those green lights. So yeah, it's 234 miles, but some of that is on a ship. So it's probably about 200. 210. Something like that. It will have said. And this seems like a fairly nice lorry as well. The first one I drove, it just, something about it felt more like a car. A very heavy car. But yeah, these have all been good. I think it's a fairly heavy load we have. 15 tons. Some may say it was a mistake going to Dusseldorf in the first place, just because it took us the wrong way for where I wanted to go, but at the time I didn't know I wanted to go to Scotland. But I think with Pro Mods it would just be a fantastic thing to do. So many amazing things to discover. But then, yeah, the rest of Europe has amazing things to discover. I want to go everywhere. I really do, but it's just not going to be possible. The map is just so vast. So it is going to be motorway. Pretty much all the way, I think. No rolling countryside as such in this video. Still pretty though. Still very nice around here. I guess it is rolling countryside, it's just with a motorway through the middle. are getting close to Calais. I think we're actually in Calais, pretty much. But we're going to the port of Calais. Still very busy around here. But I think this is probably going to be the busiest area. Calais and Dover. Go, go! I was anticipating you to continue. Okay, this is where we join the queues. Luckily, we're going up here. Pushing in. I guess I should have chosen that lane. Yeah, I should have been in that outside lane. But look at these queues, look at the traffic. It's unbelievable. It's 129 miles to our destination. I think Calais itself was back there. The port of Calais must be just up here somewhere. I think all of these lorries have come from the port. It's entertaining watching or reading the comments. I love seeing everybody's opinions about the AI traffic driving and my driving. But there does seem to be a bit of a conflict between the comments. Like, some people say definitely my fault, other people say definitely not my fault. So how does that work? Just squeeze past everybody. This place seems familiar. Reminds me of the entrance to the Calais to Duisburg road. I think there's a mod to remove those barriers, the arrows. Chances are, though, if I remove them, I'll drive into them. I hit like a brick wall, an invisible brick wall. That explains everything perfectly. Yeah, I never checked. We're not going to the port, we're going to the tunnel. The Channel Tunnel. I haven't actually been on the Channel Tunnel, or through the Channel Tunnel, in Pro Mods, I don't think. I don't know if we actually drive onto the train properly. It's very tight through here. Needs to go down the right one. That one there. Yeah, if it's just the same as in the vanilla version of the game. I actually don't know what I'm doing. Yep. Okay. So we do drive through. The marker has been moved. Need to get aligned properly. Oh yes, this is good. We're on a train. We're driving on a train. It's a weird feeling. It's a good feeling. I should have my lights on. Yeah, weird, but fun. Right. Off we go. We're going to Folkestone. Which is good, because it means we're slightly further north than Dover. I just need to make my way out of here. Yeah, so it is the final leg of the journey. 57 miles, not too far at all. In fact, the slowest thing will be getting out of here. Come on, you mighty lorry. Lots of power. Mustn't forget we're in the UK now. Need to drive on the correct side of the road. But it does also mean we're in a left-hand drive lorry, driving on the left. Beautiful. Beautiful sunset. So yeah, I think the timing's been good. It probably will be dark when we get there. Won't be too late. About an hour's drive from it. It says an hour and 16 minutes. And it's much quieter here than in Calais. Welcome to Kent. Yeah, I don't know, I think maybe the reason why I didn't really enjoy that drive, the first drive, was because it just wasn't a very familiar area to me, and then of course the lorry wasn't exactly my favourite. Yeah, I think if you drive your favourite lorry in your favourite area, it would go well. The other places I want to really visit are well, Austria. I'd love to go to Austria. Visit the Alps as well. All of these beautiful scenic views, they're all the places I want to go to. Whoa! Crikey, that was a crash. Don't drive away. Where do you think you're going? Ooh. Okay, everyone's just driven away. Well, we're almost home. Just 3 miles to our destination. It's been a big day. It also, yeah, this seems weird because, yeah, as I would explain, it's a European lorry, left-hand drive lorry, in the UK. This time I'm in the right lane at least. I should say correct lane, because if I say right, yeah, it just sounds a bit confusing. so annoying. Busy times. Where are we actually going to? Glober? Is it? That's where we're going to. Get in lane. Must be a height restriction. Whoa. Whoa. 4 meters for this one. There's a 2.8 for the right hand lane. So we're going to stick in this lane. Dartford crossing, I think. I get very turned around in this game. Super busy here. We'll just check the map. No, not the Dartford crossing. That would be here. No, we're in London. Okay, I don't know what this tunnel is called. If you know, please do post down below. Probably a very well known one, but I'm not very familiar with London. Being slow, are we? We'll get past them. Yes, we've beaten the rush. That worked out really well. Except we now have all the other traffic, all the oncoming traffic, to wait for. So this would be fun. If there wasn't traffic lights, I don't think we'd ever get out. Oh wow, people waiting for me. Thank you. Oh, you're brilliant. Can you remember that time in the previous video when nobody let me go? So rude. It wasn't our right of way to go, but it would have just been courteous as I was sat there for so long. Okay, let's get some hazard... Oh, nope. Let's put some hazard warning lights on, and we will park. Oh, we've been here before, or somewhere similar. The place with the concrete block. Yeah, it's that concrete block just there. Right, maybe I can do it better this time. Or maybe not. I'm way off. Miles off. It's been a long day. That's where we need to be, just there. Okay. We'll try again. I think Class 1 drivers are really skilled. How do you do this in the dark? Okay, it thinks we're in, so we'll take it, but that was really bad. Yeah, it's been a challenging day. It's been tough, I admit it. But Derek has still not had anything but excellent, so that's good. And we have leveled up. We have leveled up very, very good. So we're not going to go with another... Actually, we'll go with one more long distance, and then we're going to leave that. We'll do ADR after that. But we finish with £26,776, level 4, which is 2,677 experience points. That's pretty good. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.